Let's have a look at the comments then. Where are the seagull and the haddock? Let me just steal some shit. Where the fuck is everybody? Hello? What's going on? Lovely swim. You can fuck off though. Fucking stupid kid. Whoa. Fair enough. Hello and welcome to Late Night Live. We are here tonight, as we are every Friday, for Late Night Live, Late Night Live, Late Night Live, Late Night Live. I'm a blurry, I'm in focus. Who really knows? Where should I say? Who knows? Who cares? It's Late Night Live. It doesn't really matter. The song's playing through my phone, for God's sake. Because I can't use OBS no more, because it makes my computer crash. How's everyone doing at home? Tonight's show, of course, as always, sponsored by Cans, innit? Of course it's Cans. There you go. Put them there. And actually, very especially tonight as well, toilet roll. It's back in stock, lads. Get it while you can. Get it while it's hot. You miss it, don't you? When you're using your second favourite T-shirt to wipe your arse 2 weeks in. Never thought I'd be doing that. Never quite got as bad as having to use the favourite T-shirt. But it wasn't far off. And this is, the one I'm wearing under this, is my third favourite T-shirt. So, imagine the state of that. Oh dear. Let me know how you're doing, anyone. Let me know how I'm doing, anyone. Let me know how you're doing, everyone. It's been another week. This week's gone fast, hasn't it? These quarantine weeks is going like that. Tell you what, you've had one quarantine week, you've had them all, like, yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you for what. I'll tell you for why. Yeah, you've had one, you've had them all. Honestly, this has gone so fast, but not in a good way. In a sort of dream way where you wake up and you go, was that 3 years of our lives where we were just inside? Yes, it was. Let me know what you've all been up to then. You've been out? I'm going to say every week. You've been out, have you? I'm going to also, what I'm going to do on every single video from now on, not just Late Night Live, the day is Friday the 3rd of April, because that's what they do in disaster movies. You know, apocalypse movies, where everyone's like, you know, just got like a belt with like a stick on the back and a sword, and there's like one bullet that one person found. Everyone's always telling people what the date and the time is, just so we keep some semblance of normality. Isn't that right, guys? So it is 10:05 on the 3rd of April, 2020. And what a decade we've had so far, eh, boys? Naught but sunshine and rainbow so far. These cans, brought these in from the shop, put them in the sink, washed them with soap twice. For your viewing pleasure. Cam Waters, what's been your favourite lunch this week? Had some lovely noodles for lunch today, boy. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about Harry Maguire and Manchester United donating 30% of their wages to the NHS. Come on, lads, come on. There is nothing better to do in these sorts of times than something like that. The most charitable, the most, what's the word? Friendly, great, lovely thing to do. Let us know in the comments what you think to that. Havard, I have no idea how to pronounce that, but you are a member, so I'm going to read your comment. These weeks feel like repeat. And we've only had two. Personally, anyway, I don't know how long you've been on quarantine for. We've had 2 weeks of this, and it's felt like 1,000 weeks, but also no weeks at the same time. Someone says, never liked Joe when he first started, but he makes Stretford Paddock. Legend. Mum. Huh. Thanks, Mum. Anyway, let me know what you're drinking in the comments. It's Friday night, innit? Let's get into our first story. This is the Daily Mail, and I say it every video, and their absolute S show of a website. When it comes to adverts, it's barely legible, most of the stuff, and that's not just the journalism. NHS, Manchester United stars donate 3.5 million to their local NHS by giving up 30% of 1 month's wages as pressure grows on the PFA for players across the Premier League to take a pay cut. Manchester United's players are to take 1 month pay cut by 30% for a month. I mean, whoever wrote this, that's not me. That's them with the extra. We don't need to say month twice. Take a 1 month pay cut, sure, by 30% for a month. We know what 1 month means. To help the local NHS. Club captain Harry Maguire discussed the club's proposal with Ed Woodward, and the squad all agreed to it. Mac Hancock led calls for footballers to support furloughed club staff by taking a pay cut. Play your part, he said. Just to be clear on that, Manchester United staff, as far as I'm aware, and it's certainly the last time any announcement was made that I saw, did pledge to pay all non-playing staff their full wages during this. And as far as I'm aware, that hasn't changed. So I don't think he was talking about Manchester United players when he said that. But yeah, Man United players today became the first Premier League stars to slash their pay. Even in an article like this, as altruistic and as selfless as an article as this is, they still have to use words like slash. Why so aggressive, Daily Mail? And will now donate millions to the NHS, Mail Online can reveal today. Old Trafford stars earning up to 375 grand a week have agreed to forego 30% of their wages for 1 month on the proviso that their money is used to benefit hospitals and health centres throughout Manchester in the fight against coronavirus. Don't know if you've heard of it. Little virus going around at the moment. P Savage, new member. Thank you very much for joining, P Savage. We do have a membership option if anyone is interested. So hit the join button and just have a look what the options are. If you like it, do it. If you don't, still do it. Joe, are you going to shave your hair off anytime soon? I've shaved it off. I shaved it all off today in the shower, right to the bone. No, not head hair. How do you keep your beard so evenly trimmed? I trim it. Very simple, very simple. Martin O is a new member as well. Look at this, member fest. Cheers, Martin. I'm a cynical bastard, but that's a decent move from them. Exactly right. And as the article states there, this comes after Matt Hancock, the health secretary, led calls for footballers to support furloughed club staff by taking a pay cut. Play your part. Talking of Matt Hancock, of course, the health secretary, like I said, he said I think the first thing Premier League footballers can do is make a pay cut and play their part. This is clearly a man who is selfless and who always looks after the vulnerable, always does his part, and is always on the right side of making sure vulnerable, ill people get the best kind of treatment. So it's very nice of him to continue what has been, as far as I'm aware, a career of, like I said, altruistic and selfless moves from him. This is the same Matt Hancock who consistently voted for reducing housing benefits for social tenants deemed to have excess bedrooms, who consistently voted against raising welfare benefits, who consistently voted against paying high benefits for longer periods for those unable to work due to illness and disability. This is the same Matt Hancock who almost always voted for a reduction in spending welfare benefits, almost always voted against spending public money to create guaranteed jobs for young people who have spent a long time in unemployment. And just because he really is happy to look after the poor people. And you know what? He'll go after those rich footballers. He'll go after everyone rich. Unless, of course, when he's voting against giving bankers a bonus tax and voting primarily against a higher tax on banks. So thank you very much, Matt Hancock. The man very happy there to scapegoat footballers whilst avoiding, the rich bankers and other rich people. It's not necessarily rich people he doesn't like. It's poor rich people. It's working class rich people like footballers. So cheers, Matt Hancock. Consistently yourself. Someone says, has he taken a pay cut? I doubt it. Matt Hancock literally has what has what it says in his name, and it's not a Matt or a Han. Anyway, exactly. Can somebody go through what you get in the academy? Is it like emojis? Yes, you get emojis. You get some extra videos. You get all sorts of. It says it in there. Have a look in there. It says, and another member as well, Pat Bloody Paddles. Hello, Pat. I think I may know you. A new member. Thank you very much for joining. Again, like I said, it's all in there. It's all in there. But yeah, Matt Hancock there, a stand-up guy through and through. As long as he's, as long as it's footballers, you shouldn't really earn too much. But the banks and that kind of thing, they can earn as much as they like. Moving on, that's enough of this serious stuff. I try not to get political on here, but occasionally we have to. Someone says, how do I become a member? There is a join button next to the subscribe button on the page. It should be on there now. If you're on mobile, it's a bit more tricky, but on laptop, it is just a join button, and then you can see the tiers and all of the options and bonuses and extras that are listed and given through those tiers. So help yourself, and thank you very much for all the support. How can I help without money? More than liking and sharing. You know what? Coming in, supporting, watching the videos like you do pretty much every day, Oliver, is as much help as we can ever ask for from you, you absolute 15/14-year-old star. Right, next up then, none of this political stuff. I've had a go at Matt Hancock, the same Matt Hancock who almost always voted for reducing capital gains tax, That same Matt Hancock. Again, that's enough of that. Medical fetish sites donate entire stock of disposable scrubs to NHS. Now we're talking. You know those medical fetish sites? You know that medical fetish that we've got? Hang on a sec. Whenever I've seen like a medical fetish, it's like a sexy nurse outfit made out of latex. It's not, you couldn't wear that down the hallway at Northern General. Surely not. A medical fetish company has donated its entire stock of disposable scrubs to the NHS. I hope they mean scrubs as in wearable ones, not the people who are shopping on the website. MedFet UK, yeah, all right, did it after being contacted by procurement representatives struggling to find the right equipment amid the coronavirus pandemic. Writing about it on Twitter, the company said, "Today we donated our entire stock of disposable scrubs to an NHS hospital. It was just a few sets because we don't carry large stocks, but they were disposable, so we sent them free of charge." That's very nice, isn't it? So if there are any sex fetish websites that could donate anything, maybe some handcuffs to the police, you know, who knows? Let us know what what could be donated from a sex fetish website to this some sort of emergency service. You can just imagine now, can't you? Just here's the new scrubs, everyone. Here's the new scrubs. Pop them on. Sorry, doctor. Why has my scrubs got a hole in the arse? Why has that been cut out then? Don't know really. Just got them from the normal place. So right. Cheers. I imagine they have loads of disinfectant lying around. Very good point. Very good point. Someone says, "You're shitting new members." We like to think so, yeah. Thank you very much. Smash the like button. This lad is delivering in our time of need. Thank you very much, mate. Oh, that is delicious. Someone saying, "I'm not putting anything inside me unless I've seen it boiled." This man eats like literally only soup. Cans, of course. Yeah. Assless scrubs, I know. That's not what we want, is it? Or is it? I don't know. Morale on the ward certainly goes up, but hygiene down. Someone says, "F me, I'm S-ing away my uni budget on Joe." Emojis, shocked. Look at this, look. Thank you very much, Juho, 1999. I don't know. I only drink out of cans. Yeah, so do I these days. Non-perishable goods, put them in the fridge, not in the fridge, in the cupboard, get them when you need them. That emoji is brilliant. Lukewarm, there's only one way to get it, mate. Memberships. Right, enough of those bloody memberships, you can sort them out for yourself. The next story then, this is a good one. Man jailed for stealing police cars' blue light for bragging rights. Basically, this fella has got like a surfboard sort of length, size, style, policeman's blue light. I don't know, off the top of the car. He's got them over his shoulder and he's making a hasty getaway. The man who stole the blue lights from the top of a police car for bragging rights has been jailed. British Transport Police said David Macbeth, bit of a villain there, jumped on the roof of one of the vehicles when it was parked outside Sunderland Station in December 2018. We could have guessed maybe Sunderland. He pulled and kicked at the emergency lights, eventually ripping them off and walking away with them. Macbeth was caught on CCTV. There's a line you thought you'd never hear. With the lights over his shoulder. They were never recovered. Ridiculous. I'd have thought it would have been, police knocking on his door. Already he's alarmed. We're going to have to arrest you, sir. And they go, do you know why we're arresting you? Mr. Hancock? Suddenly the light goes off. Come on. Bit of a laugh anyway. Stealing police lights. In this climate, in this current climate, can you believe it? These people, honestly. Pig's head dumped on police car windscreen during coronavirus lockdown. People will never learn, will they? You don't throw a pig's head on a police car during a lockdown. We all know that. Oh, and it's a real one as well. I thought it might have been a fetish one from a website. Hello, Dan Parker. Can't work out how to become a member, but you lads are getting me through having no football. Thank you very much, Dan. Like I said, it's a bit tricky on phone. I don't know if you're on mobile or on normal. If you go on your laptop, there is a little join button on our page. But thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you. I don't know how I get that off. That lukewarm comment. I didn't know that was on there. How do I get that off? I didn't know that was on there this whole time. For God's sake, not getting ad revenue on this video then. Did not know that comment was on the screen there. I clicked on that by accident. Cheers, Luke. Ruined my career, mate. Why not do late night live in the kitchen? Great point. My flatmate's in there. My flat is so small that there are my room, my flatmate's room, which is smaller than my room, which is small, and the kitchen. Tell you what, though, we may well have a new set in a couple of weeks. How exciting is that? How very exciting is that? Eat the cheese plant, please. I can't. Lukewarm. I'm part of the furniture now. Yeah, you are. And I shouldn't have let that happen because that was disgusting. And you know that was disgusting. I didn't mean to show that, but I did. Let me just check something here. What's everyone doing over the weekend? That's what I want to know, actually, because I'm going to try, and this is difficult to do in these sorts of times, I'm going to try to make the weekend feel like another day. How I'm going to do that? Great question. Not sure yet. Probably do a lot of bathroom work. Spend all my time in this bedroom. Spend all my time in the kitchen. What I want to do, exercise in a new room. Maybe some sort of bathroom yoga session. Maybe some kind of, you've seen this where you put in the fairy liquid on the floor and using it as a treadmill. Do that in the bath. You can wash your feet and exercise at the same time. Perfect. Go for a big walk around the airing cupboard. You know, people, I'm just going to go get some fresh air. Don't get fresh air. Get conditioned air. Because we've got air conditioning. So that's going to heat everything up. Perfect. Here's a story for you then. Nah, let's not read that one because that one is disgusting. Let's go for this one. Dad plays cruel prank on his kids in coronavirus lockdown. This is going to be good. This is going to be great. This is from the Daily Mirror, so it must be good. Although all the ones from the Daily Mirror last week were shocking. As a result of coronavirus, schools around the UK have sent the majority of pupils home to complete their schoolwork, except children of parents who are key workers. And since we're coming up with nearly 2 weeks in lockdown, Brits are getting bored. So what better time than to play some tricks on your children who don't know any better and who are probably scared because of a life-changing event is unfolding before their eyes. Given that children believe nearly anything adults tell them, they are perfect victims for pranks. Who's written this? That's not a fact. You know, given that children believe nearly everything that adults tell them, this person's a predator. Given that children believe nearly anything adults tell them. All right, chill out. One dad, Andrew, great, played the ultimate, right, this has been described as the ultimate practical joke. Ultimate practical joke. On his two daughters, tricking them into believing school had reopened when actually they haven't. Right. He's got them in their uniforms and everything. Although Andrew found the whole ordeal hilarious, his children were left in tears. Or tears. Who knows? Maybe they've torn each other to shreds. Andrew and his family are at home like the rest of us because the coronavirus lockdown. You don't need to write that. We get that. They both got dressed up in record time, packing their bags for the day, clearly believing they were about to reunite with their friends. By the smiles on their faces and eagerness to get ready, Andrew knew he'd successfully pulled off the prank. This isn't a prank. This is just lying. You might as well just say, oh, Grandma's died. Prank. It's not a prank. It's just a lie. Anyway, Andrew's kids will never forgive him. The coronavirus is here to stay. Someone says, great burn, Andrew. Yeah, unbelievable, isn't it? Got a new member. Great burn, Andrew. Yeah, exactly. Ellen Smith, thank you very much. How many kick-ups can you do? Don't just ask. Let's find out, eh? I ain't got a ball. Someone says, okay, Craig Smith, come on. Ross Murphy says, I do miss football. Yeah, we all miss football. Do you follow Mirror Weird News and get all the news from there? No, I don't, because the first two were from the Metro. So how do you explain that one, Oliver? Imagine the season of football is back. Free Joe Exotic, yeah. Joe likes second-hand air. Yeah, I do actually. Second mouth air, if possible. Straight from one into mine. Swap rooms for a week with your flatmate, like on Friends. That's a very good idea. This is the longest international break ever, and I thought regular international breaks were the worst. Yeah, me too. Phoenix Nights flashback with that emoji. Adam Exotic, brilliant. Yeah, you can get the Adam Exotic emoji if you want it. Howson's quiz is all I have planned. Yes, very good. There is a quiz coming tomorrow. Stephen Howson's quiz. How many kick-ups do you do? Get rid of that. Sounds like a right dick, to be honest. Stephen, we all know that you would pull a prank like that on your children. If you had children of primary school age that we're aware of, you would definitely, you do that. Would you do that? I think you like him. Welcome, Ellen. Thanks, Stretford Paddock. Probably with the vague assumption that that is my relative there because of the surname Smith. Because Stretford Paddock, and I'm guessing that's Cam, because you don't usually get this excited when normal people become members. But as soon as you see that surname Smith, you're trying to get in on the scene. And I'll tell you something right now. If you go anywhere near her, you're done, mate. You're absolutely finished in this town. Someone says use the toilet roll. Absolutely not. April Fools is shit at the best of times. You couldn't be more right, Oliver. April Fools is the worst. Stephen says, I ain't prank the kids like that, honestly. Fair. Pat there saying, largest animal you could single-handedly duct tape to a lamppost. When you say single-handedly, does that mean I'm holding the animal to the lamppost and duct taping with my mouth? Or do I get to hold it with one hand and duct tape it with the other? Because if it's just one hand, it's going to have to be like just smush an ant to it, just like get an ant, smash it against it so it's just a paste, and then go around it like I'm taping pate to a lamppost, if anything. Or if I'm allowed to use one hand and then the other, probably like a fat seal or something. It's like a big seal. Someone says, yeah, Pat says two hands, no help. Thank you very much. Callum Macaulay says, I think I could do a swan. You wouldn't even need to tape it. You could just tie it by its neck round. Easy. Oliver Edwards says, Steve pranks the kids by saying he loves them. A bit much, that, actually. Sorry, I shouldn't have shown that one. Sorry, Steve. Single-handedly means by yourself. Stephen Nelson says, no way you could do a swan, Callum. That's fancy talk. We all know that swans can break a man's arm. And Graham Swan can break a man's arm with his Yorker. So if any cricket fans in the house, that's very good. Reckon a platypus is easy. Heard they don't do much. Yeah, that's true, but they do lay eggs. Only one of two mammals to lay eggs. If anyone knows the other mammal that lays eggs, in the comments before we go, that could be a great end to the show. The one animal other than the platypus that lay eggs. Can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? Ryan Littlejohn saying swans are seas. True. Oliver Edwards says he could do half an ant. Just which would you choose? The abdomen, the thorax, or the mouth parts? Which I never liked it when they labelled an ant. Just a bit that said mouth parts. It's a bit weird, isn't it? What does that mean? Like Knuckles from Sonic. Sure. Howson, a couple of Stellas and some duct tape, make a night of it. Yeah. One Stephen Howson, one lamppost, a bit of duct tape and some Stellas. You have got yourself an absolute night on the town there. Who would win in a fight, a swan or the transfer seagull? Adam Patterson says easy. Echidna. Very good, very good, very good. No one's let me know what they're doing over the weekend yet, and I won't go until someone says. Duckbill, platypus. David, the platypus was already mentioned. That was the first example of an animal, of a mammal that laid eggs. We were looking for the second, and that is the echidna. Joe Exotic, Seal King. He used to play for Nottingham Forest, I think. Seal King. Wait, Joe. Wait, is Joe hoarding toilet paper in the background? 4. If I have a big curry, that's gone. That ain't hoarding. That's a day's worth. Positive Man United fan says, I'm going to work. Nice. I hope you mean that in like an actual off to work way rather than like a John Wick kind of way where you start hitting people and shooting people in the head and that. Mike Capneck says, allotment with my mum. Oh, over the weekend. Sorry, I thought you meant right now. Whales lay eggs, don't they? Nope. No, they don't. Adam Patterson says, hanging out my arse after I straw pedo a bottle of Russian standard triple distilled tonight. Don't drink vodka straight by yourself at home. And that's very obvious. That is easy. That's my final advice because you do not do that. Stephen Housen says 10 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to be having a quiz. He says, we're going to be having a quiz night, Joe. It's got an Irish round, United, general knowledge, music. That's what's my line. Loads of rum. That is 10 p.m. tomorrow. So for those who are interested in that, I'm going to try and get in on that. He said 9 p.m. I knew it was 9 p.m. I only said 10 because you put 10. Havard Ben says, damn, Joe, you're smarter than me. Cheers, mate. Don't worry about it. Right, we're going to be going on that, I think. Get the Mount Gay in. Mount Gay! Here he is. Right, see you later. Me and Mount Gay are going to have a wicked night. Hope you all have a wicked night as well. 9 p.m. tomorrow night on Stephen Housen's channel. There's going to be some fun. There's going to be some quizardry. Witchcraft and Quizardry. That's what we're calling it. Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Quizardry. That's my suggestion for the pub name anyway. Right, thank you very much for joining me. We're going to be back very soon. We're going to be back every Friday until we get through the damn virus. Right, see you in a bit.